Oh my goodness. Hey y'all. This is Pam at Pink Dragonfly Wingz, and I'm here to do another video. I know it's been quite a while. I did a few videos. I had my second knee surgery in December the 18th, and I really concentrated there in December on doing some stuff with Defember with Louisa, Hansel, and Barbara at 49 Dragonfly Wingz. And so I was trying real hard to get those done and ready to go before I had the surgery. And anyway, it's a mess. Anyway, so I tried real hard to get those done so I could get them up and get them posted while so there wouldn't be a lapse in between surgery and me making another video. And then life happened and things just kind of got out of control, out of hand, and I was not ever able to post those pictures, those videos, and get that done. So I will go back. I'm going to redo those videos because they were really recorded on the anticipation that they would be posted the day that they were supposed to be posted, and they weren't. So the dialogue and all of the stuff in the video is kind of off whack. So I'm going to just redo those and I'll get those posted. But I am trying to get back to my regular routine. I'm trying to find some ways to kind of jazz up things and make them a little more fun. So I spent a lot of my recuperation time watching videos and getting ideas and practicing and that kind of thing. So here we go. So what I'm going to do today is what we're going to do today, let me get all this stuff out of here because I just did the picture, is that we are going to make some belly bands. Now, these belly bands were inspired by Ceri the Crafter. Check out his video. He does some awesome things. He's from Wales, and he did these, and I thought, oh wow, those are really cool. And one of the things that I learned from watching videos during my recuperation time was that most people have a stash of ephemera already made. And, duh, I don't know why that never dawned on me that that would be a good idea, but it seems like it's a good idea. So I don't have a stash of things that I can pull to. I make every piece of ephemera specific to that book, and it really slows down everything because you have to stop, you have to think, you have to, do. So I'm going to give my hand at this mass making things and putting them in a box for my stash box so that I will have some of those things already ready. I can pull it, put it in my book, and proceed forth. So we're going to see how that works. So anyway, these are the four belly bands that I made while watching Ceri the Crafter. And I loved it, and I thought, okay, I'm going to make some of these. So that's what we're going to do today, is we're going to make at least three. I think I have the stuff out that I kind of want to do for three. And so we're going to get that done. So let's get started. Now, this one is a little wider than the rest of them. You'll see. Well, let's do it on the back. Just a little bit wider. And the reason for that is I bought this, where did I put it? This stuff. I bought some of these things online. And I thought, oh, wow, those would be pretty cool. But they're really not. They're not at all what I expected. At least they weren't very expensive, and I can still use them. but I won't be buying them again. And so I made it to fit on here, and I made this one a little wider just so it would fit this piece of pet tape, I think is what it's called. Anyway, I'm going to try one. I will not be buying this anymore. I don't like it. It's really glossy. It's really shiny. And I just don't like it. So I did use it for some of these, and they turned out very nice. They turned out very pretty. There's one that I cut out on that one, and then this one is the whole strip. Here's another one that has just some pretty little yellow daisy sunflowery flowers. And so I'm going to make use of it because I did buy it, and there we go. But I won't buy it again. It's not really what I thought, and you may love it, and that's cool. It's just not my thing. So, but I am going to use up what I got. So, all right, first thing we're going to do is we're going to get some book pages here. I think I have a lot of book pages. I think those are the ones I tore. All right, so we're going to take our book page, and we're going to first cut these, and I think I may just go ahead and cut them all at one time. I only cut them on the top and the bottom. This width doesn't matter, really. But because my journals, I use regular coffee dyed paper, 8.5 by 11 paper. And so when I fold it like this for a page in my journal, that's the height that I have to work with, which is 8.5 inches. Okay. And so I need my belly bands to fit on this 8.5 inch page. And if your book page is 8 1/4, you're good. But these are not. These are a little longer. These are 9 1/4. So I've got to cut off 3/4 of an inch on these. Let me grab my little cutter here. And so I've got to cut off a little bit. And I'm going to cut off this rough edge right here at the side. But on this little cutter, I need to cut the tops and the bottoms first because it won't fit in there. So I'm going to cut off a little bit down here at the bottom. And I'll put this in my nubbin bucket, my scraps bucket. Now let's see what I have. And I have a little over 8.5. So I'm going to need a little bit more. So what I think I'm going to do is cut off 1/4 inch at the top, 1/4 inch at the top, and I think that'll do it. Just so that that top is not quite so wide. So we're going to put this in here. Cut off. And let's see if we have a 8 1/4. Perfectly. Okay. My pages are a little out of whack, a little out of wonky. So I'm going to just a little bit more to get them straight. And then on this side here, I'm only going to just cut off enough to cut off that raw side. Doesn't have to be very much. Okay. And then I'll throw that in the trash because I don't like that gunky stuff on it. All right. So now then I'm going to make the one with this purple stuff on it first, simply because it's made just a little bit different, and I use 2 sheets of paper. So put these pieces of paper over here, and I'm going to put these 2 pieces here. Now then, I don't guess it really matters which way is which, but I'm going to lay this down right in the center, as close as I can do in the center. And I'm going to mark it. Sure I am. It's so slick. Okay, so that's how wide I need that. Now, the first thing that I'm going to do, and I'm using this little glue stick here that I have. It's not a good, I mean, it's a good glue stick, but it's not a fancy one like everybody uses. I just can't afford to pay for those. So I am just using good old Elmer's glue stick, just gluing that together, and I just want it to kind of stay. It's making it, well, making it a little thicker here. Then I'm going to turn this over and fold this right on my marks, right down. Turn this one and put it right on its mark. And that's pretty close. Now, let's kind of even this up a little bit down here on the bottom. Part of that is that an unevenness comes from cutting 6 pages all at one time. It doesn't do that when I cut just a couple, but it does. So then we're going to take this part, put it in here, glue this down. Glue this side down. And so, yeah, I just, on the 18th of December, had my second knee surgery. So I'm almost a bionic woman now. Okay, we'll just do that, put that there. And I knew that wasn't glued down very good. So let's glue it. Make sure we get our sides and our tops and our edges done well. And then, now, I put just a piece of washi. Let's see if I can find some washi down here in my washi basket. And, of course, if I had my glasses on, it would make it so much easier to see things. And let's see if I can find something down here. Okay, that's doesn't have to match. It doesn't have to be the same color. That's just my anal retentiveness. It's just going to be on the back. And the reason I'm putting this on here is because when you put your belly band down and you have your card to go in there like this, if any of this paper comes up, like see, like that, it's going to get caught and it'll tear. So what I am going to do is just put a little piece of washi tape over there as an extra little careful thing. And then I'm going to glue this. Let's try not to glue it down on itself. Glue this because washi tape over time does tend to come up. And I don't want that to happen because then that kind of defeated the whole purpose. Put that right like that. And that just seals that little crease right there. You're not going to see this. It's not going to make any difference. It's going to be on the back. But at least it keeps it from coming up. And now I have my fingers all icky sticky. Okay, let's put this. All right. Now then, we need to decide what we're going to do about this little page. On the one that I did like this, I put a piece of this paper under it because what did I do with my little, there it is. The words, of course, I don't know. This one's a little darker. That doesn't seem to be too bad. On this one, the pink flowers were so light that I really couldn't see it very good with all the print. But this I think is pretty good. So what I think I'm going to do is maybe get some Distress ink here. And let's let's get we can find our purple one. That'll do. And we're just going to kind of ink it a little bit on the back, just to give it a little color. Just a little bit to add a little bit of excitement. Doesn't have to be colored solid. There can be little nubbins in there, like little bare spots. And then let's see. And I think that is going to work pretty nicely. Okay, I think that will be perfect. All right, so I'm going to take that. Now then, what we're going to do is we're going to use our Fabri-Tac glue, simply because it dries clear, and I love this glue. And let's see, I haven't used it in a while, so let's make sure it's going to work. And of course it is not. So let me see. I can find me a little paper clip here. Poke it down in there. See if I can get that out. And there we go. We're just going to go right down the edge. And around the top. Making sure you get all of your edges really good. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of glue in here just to help hold down the center. And that'll work. I think I will get my little book over here, because when I put this on here, sometimes it... Now, this is like a sticker. So you kind of pull this up. Of course we do. Yeah, another thing, I chewed all my fingernails off again while I was recuperating nervous tension. Okay, and we're going to line this up right down here at the bottom. Let it hang over just a little bit. And go right down. Well, come on, Pamela. If I can lay straight. It's kind of hard when you got all these little wings and touches and things, and you can't get it even at the bottom. Okay, so I need... There we go. Put that down, put that down. I'm going to cut this off at the top now that I've stuck it down to my magazine. Okay, now I can save that and use that for something else. You can save this if you so choose. I'm not going to, but I did spend a few days here in my craft room trying to organize things. I've gotten rid of a lot of stamps that I just don't use, a few dies, a few embellishment type things. I don't know what to do with them now, but I just don't know. Okay, let's cut that off at the top. That's hanging over a little bit. And there we go. Make sure. Now, purple is kind of a frilly color, so I want this to look really pretty and dainty. So let's get our vintage photo here. And I've seen a lot of people ink in color. Okay, let's cut that off a little bit at the top as well. Well, good gracious. think I need to either clean my scissors or maybe get some new ones. Anyway, I have seen a lot of people ink around things in colors, and for some reason that just doesn't work for me. It just looks weird. I can't explain what it does, but the hard part about trimming the edge of this is it's really hard to see that clear plastic. Probably should have inked that before I put the plastic on there, and it probably would have shown up a little better, but I will ink the edges of this just so they're not going to be seen, but the edges may fly up a little bit every now and then. I want to make sure they're dark. So I guess I should make sure that you can see. I mean, I know inking is so fascinating. All right, so there we have that. Now then, what I wanted to do was maybe put a little piece of lace, just little dainty, pretty little lace right here. Just right here on the edge. It can even hang over just slightly. Want to put that on there. Have to wait for it to sink to the bottom. There we go. Get just a little bead of glue, and then this little piece of lace doesn't really have a side, so I'm going to put it on like that. Let that sink down pretty good, and then we'll trim that. Okay. No, don't you come up. Okay. Now I have a little piece to cut off at the top. Now you can see that that is just ever so slightly hanging over the edge, so it's covering up the edge of that. And then I had something else I found over here. Where did I put this little thing? Oh, y'all know I love doilies. And so I had this little doily. It was white. And I thought, well, I'll just kind of like this one here. Except maybe we'll put it down here. That might look ever so slightly better. There we go. I like it there. Just to kind of decorate it a little bit. And I do want it to kind of hang over. This, with it hanging over on the back, with this part hanging, and with this one hanging here, it is going to hang above the page. So, what did I do with my... What did I do with that page I folded? Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll just fold another one. They're all going to get folded eventually anyway. Okay. So, when I put this on the page, it is going to hang over just a little bit. But that's okay. It will look like a little tab in the book. Now, these are just a little shorter than my 8.5 paper. I cut it at 8 1/4, so I should have a little bit of space at the top and a little bit of space at the bottom, so that this is not right up next to the edge. I don't want it right here, because over time it's going to pull loose. Where if I can pull it down just a little bit, then it has a better chance of staying over time. So that's what I wanted to do. Now, I'll put that one away. Won't be able to find that one again in a minute, but that's okay. All right, so then we have this one. We have, what else? We need something else. We can never be finished. Well, we, at some point, have to be finished, but anyway, I'll put those back up and out of the way. Let's see, how about How about a word? Goodness, I have all kinds of words, all kinds of, I don't know where these came from, a lot of them. I know that these little wooden things are Tim Holtz, but I'm not sure where all of the rest of these came from. Oh, that's pretty. Take flight. Be nice if that little butterfly was purple, but it's not. It's blue. All right, so how about, let me be right back. Let me get my butterflies. Hang on. It takes me a minute to get up. Okay. I reorganized all of my stuff, put them in these little plastic bags, and put them all together, which is kind of cool, but oh, there's a purple one. All right, how about if we put that tag on there and cover up that little butterfly? Put it right there like that. There we go. Put those over there for the moment. And let's see. Okay, we could put that right there. I want to put a little pearl right here. No, not a rhinestone, a pearl. Okay, this is my little, there's a pearl. Okay. And then we'll put just a little nubbin of glue right there. And we don't want a huge one, but we don't want that teeny tiny one either. Okay, so we'll put that right there. And I kind of like this. Let's see if we can ink up the edges a little bit with the purple, just to add a little bit more purple to it. Okay, and then we'll do ink around the edge of this. Okay, let's see. Let's put it right there. And I hope things are going well for everybody. It is 73 degrees here, which to me is, you know, coming from Colorado where it was still feet of snow, is just fascinating to me. Yeah, he kind of gets lost in the shuffle, doesn't he? I don't know that I like that. Maybe we need another color. What do we think about that? Let's see if we can get that off. Okay, and I'll put it over here on my edge of my table where I put other things that didn't work. Let's see what other kind of no, that one's just a little too much. Not that little guy. Okay, he could go that way. Now that's pretty. I like that. Okay, so we'll use this one. Make it a different color. The purple just got lost in the shuffle, lost in the color. But we got to cover up that little butterfly there, so. Okay. There we go, and then we'll put this. Some little clusters that I made. I love clusters. I just think they're so fun. Okay, put that across that way. And then I was thinking maybe we needed a little pearl in there, but I don't think so. All right, so we'll do that one and we call that one done. That is cute. Okay, glue it in our page, slide something in behind here. You can put a journaling card or a picture, a little booklet, whatever you want to put in there. So we're going to put him, let's put him over here so he can drag it. Alrighty, so let's get another book page. What did I do with my book pages? There they are. And this is the one for the narrower ones. Okay, so these are the ones that are a little narrower. So what we're going to do, we've taken our page. Whoops, it was a little sticky there. Okay, so we're going to fold it over about a third, maybe a tea-tad more, and fold it, crease it really nice. Take this one and fold it over. It doesn't matter that it doesn't match, that it doesn't go over here, because when we get ready, we're going to take this one up, we're going to put this one down. Let's put this. And we'll put this one down, and then we'll put this one over so it will come to the edge. And that will work perfect. So it doesn't have to be exact. Whoops. I think my little glue stick is almost gone. Got a little bit more, but okay. So now this one will fold right up to the edge, or it would if I had folded it quite straight. There we go. Okay. Put this over here out of the way for a minute. Burnish that down real good so I can make sure the glue has spread and it's sticking where it's supposed to. Okay, so there we go. Now then, let's go ahead and ink this one. We're not putting the plastic on it like we did on the other one, but let's go ahead and ink it anyway. And I have some cool papery stuff, and we're going to see how it works. I tried it on the blue one, and at first I didn't think it was going to work. I didn't think I was going to like it very good at all, but I did. When it was finished, I did. Okay, so this is this stuff, and I think I got this on Amazon. I'm not real sure where I got this, but it's just little 5x7 pieces of, looks like handmade paper with threads or strings or some kind of fibers in it. All right, so we're going to put this, I think, on here. I think what we're going to do, I wonder if I can tear this. Well, kind of. You have to kind of cut the thread part. That's okay, we can do that. That's going to work. And put a little piece of that up there. And let's tear here. Well, those strings really tear relatively easy unless you get several of them bunched up there together, and then not so much. All right. I don't want, let's see here. What does my scissors? Why can't I keep up with stuff? Let's cut this even. And then put this right here and do it like that. How's that? Okay. I don't know if we need to ink it or not, but let's see what it looks like. Kind of dirty it up a little bit. And then we'll put some of this right down here on the bottom. Okay, there we go. And then we'll ink this one up just ever so slightly. Don't have a whole lot of ink on here because I don't want it to be brown. I just want it to look kind of dirty, if that makes sense. Okay, I think I need to put something in my glue. It's kind of gotten thick over the last few weeks of not being used. Okay. And we can put that one right there. Okay. Now then, oh, what about this? Oh, I love it. I love that. I love that. That's pretty cool. And I made that. That's pretty cool. All right, so we're gonna ink around the edge of this just to give it a little definition. And I did do a video, it's been a long time ago, on making these little clusters. So you can go back and check those. And I love clusters. I love making them. I love having them. Let's see, I think that kind of worked a little better. There we go. Okay. Ah, that is cool. Put my glasses on so I can actually see it. Very cool. All right. So let's see if we can find a word or always and forever. No. No. What about a little tag? I had a little package of those somewhere. What did I do with them? I do not know. You know, you have a little bitty desk here, little bitty space here, and you can't find anything. There they are. All right, let's see if we can find one that's not so. Okay, that one's green. I don't think that matters. I like this one that says secret messages. Secret messages. And received. Okay, I like that. Now and forever is gone away. All right, let's get some ink. Okay, there we go. We'll put this one, put a little glue on it. Now I'm using Fabri-Tac on this because of the extra paper on here. When I'm using textured things, I tend to use the Fabri-Tac because it is also good for fabric. And it seems to adhere a little bit better when you're using something like that. Okay. I think that looks kind of cool going up down that way. Okay. There we go. And I think that's all that one needs. Okay. So let's make one more. Put that one over there. And what I do with my pages, here they are. And we're going to, once again, I've already cut these down. So they're 8 1/4 length. We don't care really that much about how wide they are. Put that one in there. Fold this one over. Okay, see that one's going to be just a little bit wider because of the way I folded it. See if we can get enough glue out of this to glue this down. Maybe. Oh, come here. I don't use glue sticks very often. Very rarely do I use them. And it's when I do, it's mainly when I need to cover the full page like that. So, all right, little glue stick, you got to do one more page here. And then you can go to your happy home in the trash can. Ah, you're not going to help me though, are you? All right, let's see if that's got enough. Okay, I think so. Now let's push it down. Now this one is a little different than the ones that Ceri the crafter did. And this is simply an experiment. Just because. I want to see if it'll work. All right, I had these little strips of butterflies here left over from something. I either printed it wrong or something, I don't remember. But anyway, I wanted to see if I could put those on here in the whole strip. And I think that would work pretty cool. But I want to cover this with this orange sort of color. And I think that'll give it a little bit, I think this one would work a little better because of the color of the butterflies. And I think I'll cut that little thing off. I think he's a bug. Anyway, that's what we're going to do. Alrighty, so let's get out the glue again. And here we go. Alrighty. Just to kind of help hold it in the center. And then these little pages that I have here, when I lived in Colorado, our daughter and 2 grandsons lived with us. And the oldest grandson, who is fixing to be 17, cannot believe. Of course, I can't believe that the little one just turned 6. Seems like just yesterday he was a baby. But there we go. Anyway, and he's an artist. The nearly 17-year-old is an artist. And he's into theater and band and music and drawing and stories and writing and all of that kind of stuff. And so he had gotten a set of watercolors. I don't remember if it was for his birthday or for Christmas, or I'm not sure. But anyway, he got this little set of watercolors and started. We got him some watercolor paper and everything, and he started messing around with that. And I saw a couple of the pages that he made. Okay, let's go ahead and ink around this. And I said, oh my goodness, can you make some of those for me? And so he did. And we just got, they're just little 5x7 pieces, because he doesn't give away his art very, very readily. But he made me these beautiful watercolor papers. And I'm very frugal with how I use them, because I know that they won't be here forever. So, all right, so let's see about this one. And if we cut this little jobby off at the top, and I won't throw him away. I'll use him for something. Oops, stay. And then let's ink this. All the way around. And then, just for grins, let's see how it would be if we put a little fossilized amber on it as well, just to add up some other colors. And I think that these little butterflies came from a freebie from 49 Dragonflies. And, well, that didn't work. That would really confuse me later, wouldn't it? Okay, let's put that on there. And let's see. I don't know where all of my little thingies, these thingies have gone. I have a little granddaughter that comes over and plays from time to time. And, okay, let's try a little spiced marmalade. Put that on there. Let's see if we can kind of add a little color. I have a real hard time with white paper and it glaring at me. And so I feel like there always needs to be, it needs to go away. So anyway, and so now then let's get this and see. I think that's going to be really kind of cool. It's going to be very simple, but very cool. All right, so let's glue this down. I'm just going to glue it right here in the center. What a beautiful little belly band for a nature album. Alright, so that means, well, I have these little tags in lots of little places. I think I have some down in here that are a little bit more naturey, maybe. Those goes over there. Now, fanciful. Now that's kind of cute. I think butterflies are kind of fanciful. Okay, so let's give this a whirl. And get our fanciful. And cute. And we'll put this. Where are we going to put this? Right there. And that's cute. And then, what else do I have in here? Okay. Well, that would be pretty, but that doesn't really fit the theme of things. Wonder how it would look if I put, how does this work? Let's see here. I'll put this little yellow flower on here in between. Now that's kind of cute. Kind of like that for something different. Alrighty. So we'll put you right there. And there we go. Very simple, very cute. Would be a nice little, pull that over just a little bit. Nice for a little nature journal or so. All right, so I said I was going to make 4, but I think we'll just do the 3 because it took me a little longer than I thought. And I don't want y'all to be sitting here until tomorrow watching this little video, but these are our 3 that we made, and I can't get them all in there, but the ones at the top, the taller ones, are the prototypes that we had when we came in. So now I have a little stash of belly bands in different colors for journals that I can just pull and use. So I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you will make one. Check out Ceri the Crafter and see what he has to show you. Lots of awesome things. And I'm glad to be back on the road. On the road, or back in the chair, I should say, back in the chair. And hopefully this will become a little more regular. And if you get a chance, please go check out my website, www.pinkdragonflywingz.com. See what we have in there. And if you like what you saw, please like, subscribe, and share with everybody. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for waiting with me and being there for me. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.